Namaskar, Adab, Shastrikal और खुशामदीद. Very good evening to all of you people. This is your master teacher Harsh PM who is going to talk about the pros and cons of choosing Germany and France. So basically this is a comparison video that if you are planning to go abroad, then which country is better, whether it's France or whether it's Germany, and what are the pros and cons of these two countries, what are the benefits they are offering, and which one you should choose if you are choosing a foreign country as your study destination. So let's dive into the video and see what all beautiful content I have for you, and so that you can take your decisions better. Okay, here we go. Before starting the video, if you have yet not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. You'll get a lot of useful, meaningful and knowledgeable content on this video, okay, on this channel. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, here is the map of Germany and France. So the most important thing, that Germany and France both are kind of, just neighbors of each other. Now France, and here it's Germany. Germany, although, is a little bigger compared to France, but now let's see what all other better things do they have. So first of all, Germany on the left side, France on the right side. Germany's capital is Berlin. The language spoken there is German. The currency is euro, and the area it has got is 5,51,000 kilometers square. 1 euro is the same amount, that's around 90 Indian rupees. Now if I talk about France, the capital is Paris. Language is French. Currency is the same thing, the euro. But it has got an area of somewhere around 3.5 lakh kilometers square. So a major difference of around 2 lakh kilometers square of area. So Germany is much bigger compared to France. So this is the first difference. Language is German and French. So for Indians, it's almost the same. Either you speak German or you're French. Either way, you'll have to learn any one of them. Okay. Now moving forward. Germany is located in the Central Europe, bordered by 9 countries. So if you see, Germany is here and bordered by almost all the landlocked, all the countries it is surrounded with. But on the contrary, France is mostly surrounded by sea. Germany has a beach of a very small portion. Portion is there. Otherwise, it's mostly surrounded by the landlocked countries. So it is surrounded by 9 countries: Denmark, Poland, Czech Republic, Austria, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium and Netherlands. On the contrary, France is located in Western Europe, shares borders with Spain, Italy, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg, Switzerland and Andorra, and having a good beach length. Now moving forward, these two news article is of important notation, and they hold very important information. First of all, the Germany forecast to welcome 400,000 international students, means roughly 4 lakh international students they are trying to welcome. Now Indian student numbers in Germany to skyrocket by 298%. 298% means 300% growth by 2030. Opportunities, scholarships and so there are a lot of things happening in Germany right now, and there are a lot of news articles going on circling the entire news arena, that Germany is welcoming international students in a very aggressive format. Now similar news comes up for France as well. Like in France to welcome 30,000 Indian students by 2030, President Macron. Now France is also welcoming Indian students or international students for that matter, but that number is not that huge. Here it's 30,000 written by 2030. Here it's written 400,000, means one is welcoming 4 lakh students, another is 30,000. So there is a huge difference. France sees surge in international student enrollment, ranks 6th globally. Okay. Now let's move on. Now what are the differences here? So Germany anticipates hosting 4 lakh roughly international students by 2024-25 winter semester, marking 7% increase from the previous year. Germany's growing appeal as a destination for international students, particularly with India, projected with enrollment figures projected to be surged from 28,773 in 21 to a staggering of 1,14,000 by 2030, a roughly 300% growth. Now why is it happening? Combination of high quality, affordable education, ample scholarship opportunities and strong post-graduation job prospects contributes to this trend. This is one reason. One more reason I'll tell you. Now let's talk about France. So France's goal to host 30,000 Indian students by 2030 announced by President Emmanuel Macron. France's commitment to attracting Indian students, including policy changes like visa relaxation they are giving for alumni and expanding French language support. So what is happening? That French government has done a very beautiful thing, that they have said that if a student comes to our country and takes a visa, so once he returns back to his country, still his visa would be valid and he can again return back to France on that same visa which he had taken while he was a student. So they are relaxing the visa norms for international students, and that is a very good and a welcome step. Second is focuses on overall enrollment growth and increasing percentage of international students in French higher education is 14%. Fine. Now, this is a news which is the major reason why Germany is welcoming so many international students, and that too in such a short period of time. German government asked to speed up international student visas as labor crisis bites. So what is happening in Germany? In Germany, there is an acute shortage of labor. Labor means not in the per se manner of labor class like the group D labor, not that. So basically, employment workforce is reducing massively in Germany. So the population first is growing very fastly, and the second thing, that Germany has got high demands but lesser number of people to fulfill that demand, and hence there is an acute shortage of people who are willing to work or who can be employed for working. And that is where the international pressure, or in fact you can say pressures from all the business groups are coming on the German government, that they should increase the international labor force or international students, so that they can study in Germany and thereafter they can involve in good job prospect in Germany, so that their entire labor workforce can increase. And that is the major reason why Germany is so aggressively trying to attract international students. And see, it's always better to get into a country when the government of that country wants you to get in, because right now if the German government is wanting international students to come to their country, then that government would be doing all possible things in their capacity to make you feel better, to make you feel incentivized. And that is what German government is doing right now, and hence this becomes the best time to enter into Germany. Okay. Now this is the first reason. Here Germany has won undoubtedly. Now next, let's see next few more points, that which is better, Germany or France. So second, approximately Germany has got a population of approximately 84 million people, which is close to 8.4 crore people. India has got a population of 148 crore people. It has got a population of 8 crore people. So 148 and 8 has a huge difference. Now, international student population is roughly 4 lakhs. Now let's see France. It has got a population of 68 million, means 6.8 crore people. And an international student ratio of 4,12,000. So now if you see, France has already a higher percentage of international population, because out of 6.8 crore people, 4 lakh, more than 4 lakh are international students. Here out of 8.4 crore entire population, less than 4 lakh students are international. So here there is more capacity to intake more international students. So here the capacity is still higher. Second thing, that you might be knowing that Germany has got a higher land area, 5.5 lakh kilometer square. And France has got a lesser area, 3.5 lakh kilometer square. So again, here the population density is low and here the population density is high. So again, with this data, it's very clear that Germany is a better destination to go for, because here you'll have ample space, lesser number of people have gone into this country, so more opportunities, and population density is also very low. Now moving forward, in Germany, public universities has no tuition fees at all. Students only need to pay administrative fees, typically ranging from 100 euros to 300 euros per semester, which is around 9,000 to 26,000 rupees per semester, which is very cheap. Now, recently, some public universities in Germany have started charging tuition fees ranging from 1,500 euros to 6,000 euros, which when converted to Indian rupees, it's around 1.5 lakhs to 5.5 lakh rupees per semester. Now, recently, some public universities, not all, but some of them have started doing this. Now, Private universities do have a fees ranging from 5,000 euros to 20,000 euros, which is somewhere around 4.5 lakh rupees to 18 lakh rupees per year. Now this is about private universities. Now let's see France. In France, what is happening? Public universities, the government will cover 2/3 of the cost of your course. The tuition fees will be 2,850 euros after the subsidy. Means, so basically what is happening in France, the public universities fees is around 7.5 lakh rupees per year. Cool. Now, in this 7.5 lakh rupees per year, the government is going to give 5 lakh rupees to the university, and the remaining 2.5 lakh rupees is needed to be paid by the student. This 2.5 lakh rupees per year. In the public university, this was already the setup and there is no change in the setup. And in private universities, the fees is around 5.4 lakh rupees to 16 lakh rupees. So if you compare private universities of France and private universities of Germany, it's almost the same. There it is 5.4 to 16, here it is 4.5 to 18, roughly the same. You are going to lie in the same category. So private university does not have that difference. Now let's talk about the government universities. So in government university, if you get an admission to a university where there is no tuition fees, that's great, fantastic. Undoubtedly, then you will go for Germany. But if you come to this new public university where they have started charging, then it would be 1.5 or 1.4 lakh rupees to 5.4 lakh. Now if you this is per semester. So if you do it multiplied by 2, this will come as a 2.6 lakh rupees, because 1.3 into 2 is 2.6. So 2.6 lakh Germany is also charging, and 2.5 lakh rupees per year France is also charging. So then again it becomes almost the same, because even in public universities, if you go for these, if you go for those universities who have done the change. So in government universities also, Germany and France looks mostly the same. Only if you get a German university where there is no fees, then that's a win-win situation. Cool. Now moving forward, which all top courses are generally pursued in Germany and France? So engineering, computer science and IT, business management, natural science, nursing and law. So the most alluring fields are these three, for which generally international students do migrate: engineering, computer science, IT and business management. Now here in France, the top courses are business, fashion design, luxury brand, environmental, finance and culinary arts. So the major missing here in France is that engineering and computer science and IT, these two sectors are not that top sectors here in France. And that's a major miss, because this actually shows that international students are not generally migrating for doing computer science degree or IT degree or engineering degree to France. They are rather preferring Germany. So that's a major major downside for this France, and hence Germany here becomes better. So we have got 2 pointers for Germany to be better. First was the, if you do remember, first was the overall job market and everything, and second is this courses. Third is, now in Germany, the average cost of living, so accommodation would charge somewhere this like 13 to 54,000 rupees, depending on which type of accommodation you are preferring: shared accommodation, dormitory or a private apartment. Grocery cost somewhere around 9,000 to 18,000 per month. Transportation is somewhere this. Now annually this entire fee, this amount comes to 5 lakh rupees to around 12 lakh rupees, depending on your lifestyle. So 5 to 12 lakh rupees is Germans expenditure. Now in France, if you add all of them, the annual expenditure comes to 5.6 lakh rupees to around 11.36, almost the same. So Germany and France has got the similar lifestyle and similar cost of expenditure. Now what are the part-time earning opportunities? So part-time earning opportunities based on 20 hours per week allowed, 20 hours per week allowed, minimum wages for both of them. If you calculate yearly, it will give you somewhere around 11 lakh rupees. Here yearly it will be somewhere around 10 lakh rupees. So just a 1 lakh rupees increase, not that too high, but most of them would be like even in France or in Germany, your living cost would be easily be taken care. Fine. Now what about the scholarship? So mostly both the countries do have scholarships. So here DART scholarship is for masters and PhD program. It is giving you 89,800 rupees. And then there are a lot of scholarship. Like, so when I analyzed both of them do have mostly the same scholarship. So scholarship also is also not an issue. Merit based, bachelor's, master's, PhD. They also have bachelor's, master's, doctoral, monthly stipend, everything they have. Fine. And you can find more details over these websites also. Now moving forward, what are the top universities? So now here again comes the difference. So in Germany, the best university is TUM, Technical University of Munich. Basically, it is. So TUM, Technical University of Munich, it has got a world QS ranking of 37. And the best university in France is PSL Research University Paris. It has got a world ranking of 24. So that's a great thing. This means that France has got better colleges, but not to jump on the conclusion so fast. Now, if you take top 10 universities, so the last university here in Germany comes at a rank of 212. Fine. Second last comes at 191. Third last comes at 147. Now, if you see here, the top 10 last university of France comes at a rank of 350. Second last comes at 334. Third last comes at 302. Even these universities do not have that better ranking. So, France has got only one or two, like four universities in the top 100. But Germany has got these four, and after that also the German universities are making in the top charts. So if you compare all these 10 universities with all these 10 universities, you'll find that German universities are better in the QS World Ranking. So the first might not compete with the first, but overall in the top 10 universities list, Germany is far better compared to France. Fine. Again, the data says it very clear that Germany has got better universities compared to France. Fine. Now let's move on. Admission requirements. What are the admission requirements? So here, this is a downside here for Germany. So Germany needs you to complete 13 years of education. Although in France, the 12 years of education is required, which means it would be easy for you to migrate from India to France, because you have, in India also we have 12 years of education, class 1 to class 12th. But here in Germany, you need 13 years of education. So you'll have to show one from class 1 to class 12, and thereafter you need to show 1 year of college. So you need to enroll yourself in a college, and then you need to complete first year of education in college, and then only you would be able to go to Germany. Or otherwise, to study you must have or you must have this HZB qualification, for which you will be taught 1 year in Germany, and then you will be given a certificate, and then you can take admission in any of the German universities. So either you will have to spend 1 year studying in Germany. Okay. So this is a downside here for Germany, which is here a better part for France. Now class 12 50% or more plus 1 year of university education, class 12 50% of more plus completing both part of JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. So even this would also work if you have not got 13 years of education. So this is an alibi, a good alibi for ditching that 1 years of extra education requirement. Here it's only 75% requirement, which is good, which might not be good for a lot of people, but is good for a lot of people. So here, France has got one down point with a 75%. Germany has got one down point with 13 years of education. So mostly you can say kind of okay, theek hai, whatever requirement suits you. Now moving forward, Germany and France admission requirements, that IELTS and TOEFL. So both way it's the same, IELTS and TOEFL. In IELTS, Germany needs 6.5 to 7.5. Here you need 6 to 7. That's fine. TOEFL also on the same scale. Although here, if the courses are being taught in German, then you need to clear test DAF, which is German proficiency. And similarly here, if the course is being taught in French, you need to clear French proficiency. So that's the same for both the countries. So here it's German test DAF, here it's DALF or DELF. Okay? Now, language test. So language test, it's this French is DELF or DALF. A1 to C2 level is required. C1 level is minimum. Passing percentage 73%. German test DAF, A1 to C2, B2 level is required. So that's fine. More or less it's same. Now moving forward, visa requirements. Please pay attention. So in country France, you need to show this much amount per year if you are moving to France for your studies. So what happens that every country, before giving you visa, sees your bank account, that whether do you have sufficient amount in your bank account to fund your own living expenditure in that country. Otherwise, you will be a burden for that country. So no country wants to take that burden. And hence, every country puts some minimum requirement on the visa that you need this much amount to be shown in your account. Then only we'll allow you the visa. So in France, that amount is 6.65 lakh rupees per year. And if you are going for 2 years, multiply it with 2. If you are going for 4 years, multiply it with 4. That much amount you need to show in your bank account. For Germany, this amount is 10.11 lakh. So here Germany has got a down point because the difference is pretty high. So here it's only 6.5 or 6.65. Here it's 10.1 lakh rupees multiplied with that much year which you want to stay there. Cool. So this is the visa requirement. Now, visa rejection rate is higher in France and lesser in Germany. Again, a strong point for Germany, a down point for France. But theek hai, that's not that high, a big point to consider. Now, stay back period. So once your degree gets completed, you can stay for 18 months in Germany. In France, you can stay for 12 months. But this is, I guess, fine, because if a person is not able to find even a job in 12 months, he would not be able to find it in 18 months also. So like a student tries to find the job in within 2 to 3 months. If it is happening, that's great. Otherwise, he or she returns back. But generally, people find jobs because both has a very strong job market. Now, what is the job market scenario? Now, low unemployment rate, Germany has got 3%. France has got a moderate unemployment rate with a 7% unemployment rate. India has got a 10% unemployment rate. Okay. So, this shows that Germany has got a very strong job market. Demand in STEM, so science, technology, engineering and management, it has got a very strong job opportunities. Although, in France, the demand is in hospitality, fashion and arts. It's not very science driven or technology driven job market. It's mostly fashion, arts and hospitality driven job market. So this again brings a down point for most of the students, because most of the students don't want to pursue their career in fashion and arts and hospitality. Generally, people migrate for international countries for science and technology. So science and technology opportunity is better served by Germany. Next is Germany is experiencing a significant labor shortage in key industries such as healthcare, engineering, IT and construction. France offers a wealth of job opportunities, particularly in the sector of tourism, technology and engineering. So tourism being the major role, playing the major role. So here again, Germany has got a very strong job market. 69.2% express a desire to remain in the country after graduation to seek employment. So this data, like this survey had been done with all the international students. So out of them, around 70% people, international students, wanted to stay in Germany. Here in France, 2025-26, France is projected to have over 500,000 job vacancies with a 2% increase in the minimum wage for foreign workers. Okay, that's fine. Now, for engineering, the average payout in Germany is around 45 to 54 lakh rupees per annum. For engineering, the average payout in France is around 49 lakh rupees per annum, a little lesser compared to Germany. Healthcare sector here has got 34 lakhs to 43 lakhs per annum. Here it has got 41 to 63 lakh. So healthcare has got a better prospect in France compared to Germany. I hope you are clear. So now finally, what's the tax rate? So tax rate in Germany is income up to this much. So basically they have varied tax levels just like India. In India, you might be knowing that if a person is earning lesser than 6 lakh or 7 lakh, he'll have to give no tax. Above 6 lakh, it's 5% and like that. I don't remember the exact tax rates. But there also it's like up to 11,604 euro per annum, you will have to go give no tax, zero tax. But as you move up, you'll have to give 14% tax and then 42% and then like that. So it's progressive tax. The similar what we have in India. In France, what is there? They also have a progressive taxation, but their overall tax rates are pretty less. So the first tax slab is 4.25%, that to an 8573 euro, lesser than this. So that's a downside. But the higher tax slabs are also 8.5% and 13.6%. Which is very higher in Germany. In Germany, the tax rates goes up to 42%, which is massive. So here again, you need to think on that part. So more or less. So you can say 11,000 to 66,000, it's gonna be 14% only, and 11,000 to 66,000, that's roughly 50 lakh, up to 50 lakh rupees. So up to 50 lakh, obviously going above 50 lakh rupees per annum, it's not an easy job, and you won't be able to get that job just in a flick of a second or in your first year of your job. It will take time. So you can say that for first 2-3 years, you can very well easily settle in Germany because the taxation rate would be probably 14% only. Similarly, here also, it's 13.6%, even greater than 17,000. So here also you'll have the same taxation rate. So Germany and France in that scenario is almost the same in the taxation system. Okay. Now moving forward, Permanent residency. So say for example, now you are working in Germany or you are working in France. You have studied from that country. You are loving that country and you want to stay there, or you want to make your family go ahead in that country itself. So what are the what are the permanent residency scopes there in those countries? So in Germany, you have legally lived in Germany for at least 5 years. Then you will be provided permanent residentship. So you need to stay in that country for 5 continuous years. Although in that 5 years, you can visit your home country or you can go for some tours and tourism, but you need to continuously stay there in Germany for 5 continuous years. It should not be like that you have stayed there for 2 years and then 1 year in your home country and then 2 years there. So that they would not agree. Okay. France, you need to have lived in France for at least 5 consecutive years with a valid residence permit. So there also both the requirements are same, that you need to stay there for 5 long years. Fine. Now moving forward, Germany is Germany is generally considered easier for international students to obtain permanent residency compared to France. That's a general idea that I got on the internet. International students who have completed their studies and skilled workers can easily apply for PR in Germany. Relevant work experience, German language proficiency, financial stability, and adequate living space are essential to apply for PR in Germany. The country also offers several expedited pathways to obtain German PR in less than 5 years. Matlab, you can even get permanent residentship even lesser than 5 years. Okay. Now, both Germany and France presents a favorable condition for international students seeking employment. Germany's proactive measures to attract skilled workers and the high percentage of international students aiming to stay postgraduate suggest a slightly more favorable environment for securing a job after studies. So this is what the same we also have got to know from our entire presentation, that Germany is right now at this scenario looking more strong, giving better opportunities, job market being strong, earning opportunities being strong, lesser expenditure, cost of living not being that high, and the taxation rates being on a lower side compared to India. Hence, Germany looks better opportunity or a better option compared to France, because France does not have that STEM courses inclination also. At the same time, the fees in France is a little on a higher side, and the job market not being that strong in the engineering and technology segment. So with this, the final conclusion becomes that probably Germany could be serving as a better destination if you're looking for a science and technology career. Although on the other hand, if you're looking for a arts, craft, hospitality, tourism, healthcare segment, then France might serve as a better opportunity destination for you. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, that was all for this session. I hope I would have given you a proper information, and this information would be helping you in shaping your decisions. If I would have missed anything, I am very sorry for that, and I would love to know or hear from you if I have missed anything in the comment box. And at the same time, I would be happy knowing that if you need any other further topic to be covered by me, any other further college, any other comparison video, any other country, scholarship, anything, just do let me know in the comment box. With this, it's time to say a very goodbye. Myself, Harsh Priyam, signing off, saying you all a very goodbye and a very good night. Seeing you all in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Good night.